Hey everyone, what's up? How you doing? Hopefully everyone's having a nice evening, morning, or wherever you are out there watching this video. Hopefully everything's going well. Now let's get back to this video. Okay, what am I showing you here? And what you're seeing basically, it's my video that I made on September 2nd, where I connected my PlayStation 4 to back of Xbox One S HDMI in for the TV input. And I was feeding that from my PlayStation 4 to Xbox One S console. And I made this video where I left the resolution at 2160p on my Xbox One S. And I was trying to test to see if I do that and connect it to my Xbox One S in HDMI port, am I going to see any difference in upscaling? Now, I was analyzing this video. Let's keep one thing in check. I wasn't making this video to tell people, okay, this is the way it is. That's that. Case closed. That wasn't my intention to do that on this video. The whole purpose of this video was me showing you that this can be done and that I tested it. I'm doing a test and that it works. But the question that's been, floating around, and this video kind of got a lot of attention. It got like 150 or was it 140,000 views within 2 weeks. It's keep rising and rising and rising. A lot of people, I heard like in Spain, in Madrid, been watching this video like crazy. And then in Mexico too, in Mexico City. So I've been getting a lot of people from that parts of the world, and they've been watching this video. They've been contacting me, and I appreciate their support. Everyone contacting me. But the reason I'm making this video is to explain a couple of things about this video so that people understand what my intention was for this video. Number one, my intention was not to generate revenue. I don't ask anybody to subscribe to me. I don't ask anybody to click like button, follow me here, follow me there. I don't do that. If that was my intention, believe me, I would know how to do that properly, and I would spend some time on video editing, putting my videos nicely and together and letting you know where to click. I would be advertising myself to you constantly if that was my intention. That was not my intention. So let's just keep that out of the way. Let's get back to this video. The whole purpose of this video was for me to show you that it works. Yes, you can plug in your PlayStation 4 to the back of your HDMI in Xbox One S. Now, does the upscale works better on the Xbox One S compared to your traditional TV? Well, it's a double-edged sword. Upscaling, it's a very dirty word that I am using this quote from somebody else, like Eric from Forbes, because I've been reading his articles, and upscaling is a dirty word because upscaling, it's not something that's a holy grail that like, okay, if you can upscale something, automatically it's going to look good. That's not the case. What I was mainly doing here is testing to see the difference. And I was looking with my own two eyes. I was showing you the evidence that I'm doing it instead of me talking about it. And I was telling you that, look, what I'm seeing, it's a little bit better. I didn't say on this video that, oh my God, Uncharted 4 on Xbox One S looks like holy grail of all, cup of Christ. I didn't say that. I didn't say that this is it. Like, you gotta have this. I was just simply stating that my upscale Vizio M55C2, even though it has V6 chip, it's a 6 cores, and I've noticed that the edges weren't as smooth as they are on Xbox One S upscale. And I didn't notice any lag. People asked me about the lag. I said, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. If I did see it, I would tell you. If there was a lag, I would say, okay, there's a lag. This sucks. Don't do this. Don't try this. I would end the video here telling you, hey guys, don't try this. This is kind of stupid. Just stick with your own TV that you have, plug it in. And you should. You should. let me point this out loud and clear so people understand my point of view on this. You should always connect your PlayStation 4 directly to your TV HDMI input. If you have a better input like HDMI, like the one I have that's 60 hertz, the one that's highlighted yellow, that's for the best possible picture, hook it up there if you have that. I was just simply testing on this video, and I was giving you my analysis. Now, my analysis was that, okay, it looks a bit smoother, but sometimes some people won't appreciate that. Some people like their picture to be sharper. They don't want that smoothness on their games, like anti-aliasing. I never liked anti-aliasing on my PC. I hated anti-aliasing on my PC. It makes my games look like sharpness all the way down. Makes my game looks very smooth. And sometimes too much of smoothness, it's not good. It looks like you're playing a gummy bear game or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know if the gummy bear is a good analogy, but you guys know what I mean. Like sometimes you want to have that sharpness and a little bit of jagged edges here and there. So I just want to make this clear that I wasn't advocating, nor am I advocating to people, hey, hook up your PlayStation 4 to Xbox One S is the best thing ever, and that's it. Go right ahead. I'm not advocating for that. Nor am I working for Phil Spencer, nor am I working for Microsoft, nor am I working for Sony for that matter. I'm an independent entity. I was just analyzing it. But I did have a bunch of people jump on that bandwagon. Oh yeah, Xbox. You know, all the fanboys came in. Oh, Xbox. Look, here's the thing. Some of you who know me, and I think those of you who've been longer with me, know, who watch my videos, that I have all of the consoles. I have Nintendo Wii U. I have PlayStation 4. I have Xbox. I have PC. I have every console. I've been gaming since 1986, man. Since Commodore 64 with a lousy tape cassette. You put a cassette tape in there, and you have to adjust the head of the cassette so that way when the game is ready, you don't get the error. And I played Paperboy, Karate Kid, and you name it. So I've been playing games since 1986. Commodore 64, Amiga 500, floppy disk. And then first IBM rig that I had was like 2 megabytes or whatever. It was like X-Wing was the first PC games that I had. Then I was playing all these other classic PC games, you know, like a Wing Commander 1. And then I played, what else I played? Man, there were so many games back then that I played, you know. I can't remember on top of my head because I'm an old dog, man. And it's been a long time. Hell, I even had Spectrum before Commodore 64. I don't know if you guys remember Spectrum. That system is so weak. It's a little tiny keyboard called Spectrum. Look it up. Spectrum. I think it was designed by British. Both Commodore 64 and Spectrum were designed by British company back then in 1980s. And yes, I had Sega Genesis. Yes, I had Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, PlayStation. Oh, I don't want to go through all that. Okay, you guys catch my drift. I'm not a fanboy, nor will I ever be. Okay? I will never ever be a fan. I will never be a brand boy of anything. Here's a new nickname. Here's a new hashtag. Brandyism. I will never be a brand boy. You know what that is? A brandyism. Brandyism is when people defend their fucking brand. Oh, I'm Sony X1. I support my Sony X1 TV set. Or I'm a Samsung guy. I support Samsung. Or I support this. Or I support that. I don't give a shit about the brands. I could give a less shits about the brand. Does this thing work? Is it doing what it's supposed to do? Am I benefiting anything from it? I don't give a shit. How about a product that has no fucking brand? As long as it does what it needs to do, that's all I fucking care. So I'm not a brandyism guy. Yeah, mark it down. Mr. 4K Upscaler said it first. Brandyism, okay? And I'm not going to bother spelling that out for you. Just figure that out. Brandyism. There you go. So, so that's the main purpose of me making this video. I just want to clarify that this video that I made, and yes, I took down the yellow sticker for all of you. It's been taken out. I know it's been that little itch, the little thick under your nutsacks, as my friend Joe says on his previous video. By the way, that was hilarious, man. You had me, I was cracking out on that fucking video, man. Look, and for all you guys out there, remember, my intention here on this video was not to advocate, to tell people, go ahead. This is it. This is the best way to enjoy your PlayStation 4. I'm not advocating for you guys to do this ever. This was just something I did. If you guys want to do this and play your PlayStation 4 like this, and you can do that. But remember, you're also putting too much stress on your Xbox One S. It's gonna run much faster. Much hotter. Instead of your TV, because then it's feeding all this rendering. Oh, what is this rendering coming from? What is going on here? You're putting too much pressure on your Xbox. Xbox One S as well. But I just want to let everybody know I did not make this video that I got a lot of attention and a lot of controversy. And I know my name's been mentioned out there. I know that I stirred some shit up. But I want everybody to know that was not my intention to stir shit up. It's just that I hit that tick, I hit that nerve on fanboyism, and boom. It exploded like a freaking nuclear bomb. It just, everything went up in the air. Because I don't want people to think that I'm some kind of advocate for Xbox One S. I'm not. Even though I have Xbox One S on my page that says Mr. 4K Upscaler. And the only reason I have that is to, let people know that I am upscaling and testing. But at the moment, the only console that does upscaling, it's the S, till November 10th. And you probably guys noticed that I changed my picture. Now you have PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One S right next to each other on top. I did that as a comedic thing, just to show how retarded this whole thing is. But some of you won't catch that. Some of you will still not understand why I put that picture there. Why did I put PlayStation 4 Pro next to Xbox One S? not to try to compare it, but just to show how retarded it is that people are actually comparing the two. Anyway, I'm just trying. I'm doing my best as I can, to explain to everyone that I'm not a fanboy. And I'm not some type of person that you should take 100% everything I say. Everything that I say on my videos, it's my analysis. Okay? Think of it like, okay, I'm analyzing something. Just because I see it that way doesn't mean that you are going to see it that way. And that's okay. I'm just telling you what I see. It's like asking a drunk guy, hey, what do you see up in the sky? The drunk guy or high guy that's high on some fucking shit that he smoked, he will see some shit out there. But the guy who's not high, who's just, sober and everything, he might see just normal that everybody else sees. So I'm just analyzing things. That's all I do on my videos. I'm not preaching. I'm not a choir or preacher telling people, buy Xbox One S is the best thing ever, and that's it. That was not my intention. And it's never going to be my intention. When I first bought my Xbox One, and I know this started kind of with me, and I got to be honest, there's a little blame for me here too, which I have to be honest. I got to be honest with you guys. I know that some of you doesn't want to specifically mention because you don't want me to, feel bad. No, I'm not going to feel bad if it's done in a reasonable fashion, But yes, when I first bought the Xbox One S, I started testing it and started showing it, but the whole purpose of me doing those videos was to test, to see really how well does this console upscales. Granted, there were some games that looked good on the Xbox One S. Like Forza Motorsport 6 looked good. And still is good looking upscale. It's one of the best upscales. Next to Forza Horizon 3. Forza Horizon 3 looks amazing on the upscale. But that's because it's running on a native 1080p 30. Forza Horizon 3. Now when you upscale it through your Xbox One S, you're going to double those images 4 times and it will look even better. You know, you've seen me do a video with Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And I clearly show you that there's nothing you can do when you have a game with a very flat textures and 720p multiplayer. Even that upscale is not going to help it. Actually, it's going to make it look worse. That'll be like me upscaling VHS. Okay, how about this? Imagine me somehow getting the adapter and trying to play Rambo First Blood through my VHS and trying to upscale it. It's gonna look retarded. It's gonna look like a shithole. That's how it's gonna look. All right. So it's kind of like that. Upscale only works on a good content. What I mean by that, if you have a good transfer movie, let's say, let's take a one movie for example, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. If you have a good upscaler on your, let's say Samsung K8500, or let's say if you have a Panasonic THX certified, probably has a fantastic upscaler in there as well. I might have to ask my friend Joe for that because he has that 4K Blu-ray player, so I can't speak for it. I'll ask him to see if he can maybe do a review on that Blu-ray player, like test it more and all that. But if you have a good upscaler on your 4K Blu-ray player, and you playing a movie like Star Wars: The Force Awakens with J.J. Abrams, he directed it, and it's encoded to a high bit rate, 1080p, then yes, your upscale on that movie will look much, much better. So it's the same thing with the games. If your games like Forza Horizon 3, developers worked really hard on this game to make it look good and to make sure that when the game is released, that it will have that 1080p native 30 frames per second plus high dynamic range. So this is what Phil Spencer was talking about. It's just gonna enhance the experience a little bit, okay? He still calls it 1K, which is 1080. He calls it 1K HDR gaming. You're still not playing a 4K game. So when you go pick up your Forza Horizon 3 this Friday and you plug it into your HDR TV, you're still not going to play a 4K game. What you're playing is 1K HDR game upscaled to 4K, which means you're not filling in all those pixelations to get the detail. You're just doubling the images, kind of like PC, NVIDIA, GeForce, DSR. It's the same thing. DSR does the same thing. And if you guys don't know what the DSR is, I recommend you Google it because I don't have time to explain what the DSR is. Look it up on the GeForce NVIDIA website. You can find it there and you can, find more information about that. My main purpose of this video is to acknowledge to everyone who watches this video and who have seen this video that's, taking a lot of attention, and it's keep growing. It's going to get close to 200,000 views now, almost like 250,000, really fast. And I just want people to understand that I'm not advocating people to use this method, to play like this. To me, it looked a bit smoother, but for you, might look a little bit different. Everyone will have a difference of opinion. Some people might not like that smoothness, that anti-aliasing, that smoothness, that compression that Xbox One S is doing to a PlayStation 4 Pro feed. I mean, PlayStation 4, Jesus Christ, did I just say Pro? PlayStation 4 feed HDMI out to HDMI in on the back of Xbox One S. So everyone will have a difference of an opinion. Everyone will see different things. I was just analyzing it, And yes, I did apologize for me saying that 4K TVs don't upscale. I made a mistake because I was thinking in terms of ratio. I wasn't thinking in terms of, okay, filling in the pixels. And I made that apology, but I made that apology for my subscribers. You know, that's why I made that video. And that's the one thing you're always going to see on my channel. If I did something wrong, if I made a mistake and you guys call me out on it, I'll be the first one to actually publicly make a video and apologize for that. That's just how I am, because I don't want people to have misinformation. And the reason I'm making this video is to clarify a few things. I know we're at the 20-minute mark here, and that's the reason why I'm making this video, is to clarify, because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. And I think a lot of people out there are kind of spreading misinformation. Oh, there's this guy, Mr. 4K upscaler, you know, he find out this holy grail with Xbox One S, how to, upscale your existing PlayStation 4 games. And I don't want you guys to have that idea. That's not my purpose of my channel. And I don't want my channel to be about that. I was just experimenting, and that's what I do, guys. That's what I do on this channel. When I buy PlayStation 4 Pro, I'm going to test that. But just because I'm testing it and analyzing it doesn't mean that, take it for granted everything this guy says. No, I'm just testing it. I'm gonna tell you what I see. I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and then you guys can look at that video, decide for yourself, make your own assumptions. Remember, you can think for yourself. You don't have to agree with everything that I say. Nor should you ever agree with everything that I say. You should just analyze things like I do and make your own opinion about it. And that is okay. If you don't like something that I'm doing, that's fine. That is okay too. We can all agree to disagree and, be nice about it. But we don't have to be mean about it while we're disagreeing about it. All right? So I just want people to know, and all of my subscribers to know, that my intentions on this video with Uncharted 4, playing it through Xbox One S being upscaled to 4K via Xbox One S, it's not something that I advocate. You should always connect your PlayStation 4 to your TV, HDMI input. Now, as far as the lag, I don't know. I have not noticed it. I have not seen it, honestly. And if there was a lag, I would have told you that there is a lag. I didn't see it. And I compared it to both, to my traditional 1080p TV upscale and Xbox One S upscale. And if there was a lag, believe me, I would be the first one to go out there and tell you, hey guys, there was a lag. I'm granted, there's some people out there, they might have some problems with their Xbox One S's. It might be, having some lag issues and whatnot. But me personally, I did not experience any of that. Just because I have not experienced any lag doesn't mean that other people didn't experience it, okay? You guys have to remember, whatever I said on this video, this particular video, it's just me analyzing it. Don't take everything to the bank to what I say on that video. It's just me testing it. That's why they call it test, analyzing it. It's not set in stone, So hopefully this clarifies a couple of things. I know it's a long video, 24 minutes, almost 25 minutes here. And you guys can look up this video. You can check it out, if you want to. It's called Uncharted 4, A Thief's End Upscale to 4K via Xbox One S. And it's currently at 135,000 views. It keeps growing. So I just want to clarify that it was never my intention to advocate people, to tell people that, hey, this is it. This is the best way to play your PlayStation 4. No. This is an option. This is an option. This is something, hey, you have this option if you want. But I don't recommend that you do so, because you're putting too much stress on your console. You should always play your PlayStation 4 via your best HDMI input on your TV and let the TV do the job. This is just an option, guys. So I just want to keep that in clear that I'm not advocating this. Because some of you might be getting the wrong idea that I'm advocating this, and I'm not. So hopefully this long 25-minute of me rumbling like a diarrhea, like a talking diarrhea, hopefully this clarifies a few things about me, about my channel. And for all of you, thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Don't worry about the trolls. Like I said, it takes me 2.3 seconds to block them, flag them, and remove them. All right, guys. I'll see you on my next video, whatever that video is. Have a good one. Be good. Stay safe. And spread some positivities out there, okay? We need some positivities in this world, guys. Spread that positivity. You'll thank me later. Love you all. Be good.